Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And in this video, we're going to do a step-by-step guide on how to set up profitable Google ad campaigns for your car detailing business. If you're new here or you don't know who I am, my name is Linnell. I am the CEO over here at Lux Leads, where we specialize in getting local business, high-quality leads through marketing, whether that's Google Ads, SEO, as well as Facebook ads in the near future. And again, in this video, let's go ahead and explain how to set up a profitable Google Ads campaign for your car detailing business. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to start off here with new campaign. Now, if you're really brand new to this and you want to know how to make a Google Ads account, all you got to do is just look up on Google, create a Google Ads account. It'll walk you through. It's very simple. But what we're going to do is as soon as you make that Google Ads account, go ahead and create a campaign. And then what you're going to see here first is you're going to see what's your campaign objective. Okay. Now, for your objective, obviously what we're going to go for is leads, because that's what we're looking for. So we're looking for leads for our business. You can also go with website traffic. That can work just as good. But for here, let's be specific and let's just go for leads. Okay. Now, next, you're going to see conversion goals. You can see here, mine's already set up. Your conversion goals may look a little bit different, but what you want to do is you could just do phone call leads or contacts, ad goal, or again, this won't make or break your campaign. It's not super detrimental. At the end of the day, our keywords and our ad copy is going to be the main thing that's getting us the clients, getting us the clicks, and that's really what we want to focus on. So as far as this goes, this can be something just to add on to make your campaign a little bit more optimized. It can improve your bid strategy and overall campaign performance. Even if they, again, as it says here, even if it doesn't seem directly related to what you're doing. So you could definitely add these on, just add a little bit more extra oomph into your ad here. But after you do that, you want to go ahead and go with your campaign type. Now, what you want to do is you want to start off with a search campaign. Just to explain what a search campaign is, this is Car Accident Attorneys. Just as an example here, these are what's called a search campaign. They look like regular websites, except the difference is you'll see up here it says sponsored. Okay. All right, and those are search campaigns. Now here you'll see select the ways you'd like to reach your goal. You can go website visits, phone calls, store visits, lead form submissions, message for ads. You could either go website visits and phone calls. You could also do lead form submissions. It'll ask you to add a lead form on the next step. You can go ahead and do that, and I'll show you how to do that once we get to that point. And then up here, you just add your landing page as well as your phone number here. Once you do that, go ahead and press the continue. Okay, and then you'll go ahead and name your campaign here. All right, and you can name your campaign whatever you want. I usually just put the city, or you put your company name, whatever you really want. It's not too detrimental here, okay? So once you press continue, you're gonna go to the bidding section. Now, on the bidding section, what we're gonna focus on first is getting clicks. You'll see it's automatically on conversions. However, when you're first starting a campaign, you want to make sure that you're getting as many clicks as possible. So one, the Google algorithm or the Google AI or the Google system can understand which clicks are turning into clients. And as your ad develops and as your ad ages and you get more data and Google understands what keywords, which keywords are getting you the clicks and which clicks are getting you customers, that's when you can go ahead and switch your bidding focus to conversions. But for now, we're going to go ahead and do clicks. So again, we can gather the data that we need to understand exactly how we can scale. And then as the ad goes on, we can focus on conversions. All right. So after you do clicks, now here you're going to want to set a maximum cost per click bid limit. So with Google, obviously Google's main goal here is to get you to spend as much as you possibly can on their platform. So what you want to do is you want to put a sort of a leash on Google. You want to tell Google that you don't want to spend more than this amount per click, so it doesn't just go ballistic and spend all your money. Now, to find out what a maximum CPC bid limit is, and if you don't understand what a CPC is, it's a cost per click. That just means how much you're spending per click. Now, to find out what we should put here as a maximum CPC bid limit, we can go to Google Keyword Planner. And if you don't know where to find Google Keyword Planner, all you would do is just go on your Google Ads account, go over to the left-hand side where you see Tools, go over to Planning tab, and then click on Keyword Planner. And then let's actually show you how I got here. And then what you want to do is you want to click on Discover New Keywords. And then you just want to type in your main keyword, your main service here, okay? And then you press Get Results. All right. Let me make sure my mic is. Do this entire video, okay. Without a mic, that's happened to me before. All right. So you'll see Car Detailer here, and you'll see that we have a top of the page bid high range about 381 and a top of the page bid low range about 172. Now, if you're confused on what that means, you can just go ahead and hover your mouse over here. It'll tell you exactly what it means. Top of the page bid low range shows the lower range of what advertisers have historically paid for a keyword's top of the page bid. Okay, based on your location and search network settings, the average CPC of your keywords may vary. Right. So this isn't an exact number. However, it is a good general idea of how much people are paying. Now, what this just means is this is the lowest amount that people have paid to be on the top of the page of Google. Now, to show you the top of the page of Google, this is the top of the page of Google, right? And we'll see here people have paid as low as $1.72 to be up there. They also have paid as high as $3.81 to be up there. Now, when it comes to this, you can see ceramic coating, which is a pretty expensive service there. And you can see that it goes all the way up to $10.72. So obviously, the more expensive the service is, the higher you'll pay per click because it's the more money you'll make from those clicks. So what I like to do, and this is really just up to you on how much you really want to spend on your cost per click, but I like to just do an average. Either I'll go all the way to the top and I'll just put like $10.30 and see what happens from there. Or I can do, an average of it, put it like $7.32 and go from there. Now, when it comes to understanding if this is actually a good number to have, as your ad kind of ages, you'll see where you're ranking at. And if you notice that your ads aren't ranking on the top of the page, that's when you can raise that bid limit, because that's basically telling you you're not spending enough for clicks and your competitors are spending higher, which means that your competitors get a higher ranking. And your goal is to get to the #1 page of Google because nobody goes to the second page. Nobody even goes to the bottom of the first page usually. They go right to the top, right to the map pack, right to the first ranking SEO pages, and right to the Google Ads. So you want to get to that first page. And if you're not on that first page, you know that your CPC bid limit is low. Also, there's other factors like ad quality, your copy, the keywords you're going after, and things like that, which I'm going to go over how to make sure all of that is perfect so it won't be that issue. And that's how you can know that it's just a spending issue. And then also, if you notice that you are at the top, you can maybe mess around with that. If you want to spend a little bit cheaper, you can make this lesser and see what happens. See if your ad still stays at the top with the lesser CPC bid limit, and kind of just go from there. All right. By the way, if you guys have any questions, drop them down below, and I will make sure I get them answered. Okay. So once you're done with that, you want to go ahead and press Next here. All right. So now the next thing you're going to see is campaign settings. Now for campaign settings, what you're going to see first is networks. Okay. Now what I recommend is that you have it just like how I have it here. You have the top one checked and the bottom one unchecked. The reason being, with the top one, the Google Search Partners Network, ads can appear near Google search results and on other Google Search Partner websites when people search for terms that are relevant to your keywords. Now, that's the main point here why you want to have this checked off, because these are people who are actually searching for keywords or for terms that are related to the services that you provide, right? So that's why you want to kind of have this checked off as well, because these are still high intent people looking for your service. And you can see here, search partners can include hundreds of non-Google websites, park domains, as well as YouTube and other Google sites. So, sometimes Google alone isn't a big enough net to really get as much business as you want. So you want to have this checked off just to kind of cast a wider net and get more businesses, because not everybody just goes on Google. They use other websites as well. Now, the bottom one you want to just leave unchecked, because that's not really high intent clicks. You're going to be wasting your money here, because all it says is ads can appear on relevant sites, videos, and apps across Google like YouTube and the internet when you have leftover search budget. It's basically you just have leftover money and Google's like, hey, let me spend it for you on some BS clicks that don't amount to anything, because these people aren't really looking for the service. So you want to make sure you have that unchecked. Of course, Google's going to say recommended because they want you to spend your money. So go ahead and have that unchecked and have the top one checked. All right. Now you'll have locations. And as for locations, you want to just go ahead and press on this drop down menu. You want to make sure that you have the bottom one pressed and not the top one. The bottom one is people in or regularly in your included locations. This makes sure that you target people who actually live in the city you're trying to advertise to, or the area you're trying to advertise to, or they're there a lot. You don't want to have it this top one, because this is how your ad will show to everybody who across the United States. That means competitors can look at your ad, they can click on your ad, they can waste your money. You don't want to show your ad to those type of people. You want to make sure you're showing it to the people who actually are looking for your service. So you don't want to keep it just on presence. All right, once you have that, then you can just go ahead and enter your location. Pretty straightforward here. Go to advanced search. You could type in your city. Let's just do San Diego, for example. Okay, obviously if you're a nationwide company, you do the whole nation. You can also do a radius as well if you wanted to do 20 miles around San Diego. So that'll include El Cajon, Sante, Poway, Del Mar, Chula Vista, a little bit of Tijuana. You could do that as well, or you could just type in each individual city. Like you see here how San Diego doesn't really cover Chula Vista. You can add Chula Vista in there if that's what you wanted to do. You can add El Cajon, Sante. You can also add zip codes and neighborhoods as well. It's just really what you want to do, really where you want to add. This is entirely up to you, but pretty straightforward when it comes to your area there. All right, the rest of this is pretty, you can leave all of this the same. Ad rotation. Now you obviously just want to keep it here. Prefer best performing ads. You want the best performing ads to be showing most of the time. Start and end date's not really important. Ad schedule. This is super important. You want to make sure you're running your ad where somebody is available to answer form leads and also answer phone calls. You don't want to be running your ads at midnight when people are just wasting your money. They're clicking on your ad and they're just wasting your clicks. Now, this is really up to you. You could have it running all day, especially if you rely on form leads a lot. You could have this. Some people just leave form leads in the middle of the night, and then you call them in the morning, and then bada bing, bada boom, you sell them, and that's how you could do it. But usually people, a lot of times with form leads, you want to give them a call like right away, because it's fresh in their mind. They don't forget about it. A lot of times you'll call people a day after they submit a form, and they'll just forget about it. I did sales for 5 years of my life, and trust me, they will forget about it, and they'll act like you're bothering them. So you want to make sure you have somebody right there ready to go to answer those calls. Okay. Now, keyword and asset generation. This is a little bit new. As you can see, it's in the beta process. This is basically Google Ads just helping you out, creating your ads, creating your copy, creating your keywords. They'll use a URL that you provide, preferably your website or your landing page, to help you create your ad. Pretty simple there. I don't really use it. I like to just keep it old school, keep it manual, so I know exactly what I'm going after and how to structure the ad, but I don't see how this could hurt. You obviously just want to make sure everything is correct after you use this service. Okay. All right. You can go ahead and skip that. Now, here's the fun part. These are the keywords and the ad copy. So, what you want to do is you want to create an ad group. Okay. Now, if you're not familiar with what an ad group is, what I want you to think about is think of your campaign as one big home or hotel. Okay. Then you think of the individual ad groups as different rooms in that home or in that hotel. Okay. And then your ad, which is what we're going to get into next, as you can see here, ads, you would think of these as different things inside the room, inside the hotel. I guess your bed, your closet, your drawer, things like that. That's what you can represent ads as, because ads go inside ad groups and ad groups go inside campaigns, basically. Okay. Now, when it comes to your ad group and your ads, you want to make sure that everything is seamless and everything is connected all the way down to the landing page. So what that means is, what I usually do for myself and my clients is I usually make one landing page per service. I know it sounds like a lot of work, but trust me, this works really well, especially for clients and also for Google. Google sees that everything is seamless, which means that your ad will get more ranking because everything makes sense. And also for your customers, like let's say they clicked on an ad of yours that said ceramic coating. However, when they get to your landing page, it's just car detailing or something broad. Maybe they get confused and go to the next person. Now, of course, that doesn't happen all the time, but I'd rather not take the chance. If they click on my ad that says ceramic coating, I want them to go to a ceramic coating landing page and go from there. So that's what I usually do. Of course, you can really test it and see which one works best for you. However, that's how I usually do it. Now, when it says final URL, you go ahead and put your landing page there, and then you would enter your keywords. Now, for the ad group, every ad group, I like to make its own service, like I mentioned. So what we could do here is for car detailers, we can do ceramic coating as one ad group. We can do mobile car detailing as one ad group. We could do just general car detailing as one ad group. We could do car wash as one ad group. Whichever service you have, you would make that one ad group. Okay? And then for your keywords would all have to be related to that specific service. So let's just do ceramic coating, for example. All of your keywords here would have to be related to ceramic coating. Okay, so like ceramic coating near me, ceramic coating San Diego, ceramic coating detailers, ceramic coating company, ceramic coating, etc., right? And if you're having trouble thinking of keywords to add in here, you can also ask ChatGPT. It can build you a list in 2 seconds. You can also go onto Google Keyword Planner and do a little bit of research yourself to see exactly what's going on, which keywords you can add. And then after you find out which keywords you can add, that's when you would go to something like this, which is called a keyword wrapper. You would input these keywords into here, and all you got to do is look up AdWords wrapper on Google. You would input those keywords into here, and then what it will do is it'll spit out something called phrase and exact match. So let's go over what phrase and exact match mean. Okay. Now, phrase and exact match and broad match, those are what we call match types. And match types help control which searches can trigger your ads. So starting from broad match, as you can see here with keyword right here, this is a broad match, meaning that it's just a naked keyword. There's no quotations around the keyword, there's no brackets, and that means broad match. Now what broad match means is basically just like the name entails, broad. anything remotely related to your keyword, your ad can show up for. So that means people just looking at photos of clean cars, your ad can show up for it, and people can click on your ad and waste your money. So a lot of times with Google Ads, especially with local service businesses, we usually stay away from broad match unless you're really dialed in on your bidding and you know exactly what you're doing. However, you want to stay away from broad match, especially when you're just beginning your campaign. The things you want to focus on is phrase match and exact match. And to explain what phrase match and exact match mean, let's start off with phrase match. As you can see, here's the quotations. Phrase match basically means that anything that has that phrase in that search term, your ad can show up for it. So, for example, if we do ceramic coating near me, okay, and we do a phrase match, that means ceramic coating near me, ceramic coating company, your ad can possibly show up for. Anything really strongly related to your keyword, your ad can still show up for it. However, it's mainly going to be put on that with that phrase. So let's do a better example. Like let's just do ceramic coating, phrase match. That's it. So that means your ad can show up for ceramic coating near me, ceramic coating company, ceramic coating detailer, ceramic coating. Your ad can show up for all of those because it has that exact phrase in it, ceramic coating. A lot of times we like to use phrase match for more generic terms like ceramic coating that have a bunch of variations to it. And then we like to use exact match for long tail keywords. Now, to explain what an exact match is basically exactly the name, exact match. Your ad will only show up for keywords that say exactly that search term that say exactly that. So, for example, if we were to do a ceramic coating exact match, your ad will only show up if clients type in ceramic coating. That's it. Not ceramic coating near me, ceramic coating company. Your ad will not show up for it. It will only show up for ceramic coating because it's an exact match. So what I like to do is I like to add both phrase match and exact match, both of them, and then input those keywords into here, and that's it. So kind of reiterate, you can have your keywords, you can generate them from ChatGPT. Make sure your keywords are all related to your service, your ad group. You can also use Google Keyword Planner or even Ahrefs, whatever keyword tool you want to use. Add those keywords into here, all relating to that service, and then use a AdWords wrapper or keyword wrapper, get phrase and exact match, and put that into here. I think I said that. Bear with me, guys. I'm doing this no script, but that's what you want to do when it comes to that. Okay. All right. Now, when we go to the ad, now this is the copy. This is what people are going to see when they see your ad on Google. This is the words that you see. So, final URL, that's obviously where you put your landing page. For display path, you can put your service. In this case, we're going to do ceramic coating, so you just put ceramic coating if it fits there. And if it doesn't, you could just put something generic like car detailing. That'll work just fine as well. Okay, your phone, you want to go ahead and add your phone number, add your business number. I recommend using a tracking number, like you can use software like Twilio. You can also use something like, what's the other one? Any tracking software number would work just fine, but I do recommend you use one, okay? All right, and then we go to headlines. Okay, now headlines, to show you what headlines are, this is headlines, and we'll do car detailing to make it okay. All right, so the blue right here, these are headlines. So you can see here, contact us, protect, shine, save, car paint stays flawless. Now, I like these. The whole point of your headline is you want to grab the attention of the person looking at it. I like theirs. They have a call out here. Contact us, protect, shine, and save, value, car paint stays flawless, value. I like this sort of headline. The whole point, again, is you want to stand out and grab people's attention. Marietta Detailing, best prices. He has a photos, decent. Marietta Detailing, I mean, pretty boring, pretty basic. Best prices, that can probably get some people's attention. Uh, Affordable prices, best prices, some value there. Marietta Detailing, very basic, very generic, doesn't really stand out. Affordable car detailing, that's all right. Affordable, you can catch people. Be careful when you use things like affordable or cheap, best pricing. You might attract the wrong buyers. You might attract tire kickers or people who are going to give you a hard time when it comes to price. So just be careful when it comes to that. But you could definitely use it. We come to use 7 days a week. Value right there. That's really good. That means any day of the week they're there. That can definitely grab some people's attention for sure. Okay, let's try to find some more here. Let's do San Diego. Okay. Contact us, Ceramic Car Care. Look new all the time. I like what they're doing here. Look new all the time. Ceramic Car Care. Contact us. You can see here they have some tabs here: photo gallery, ceramic coatings, car polishes, services. Pretty good here. Affordable car detailing. A lot of people use the affordable. That's also Groupon too. That's not really a company. Affordable car detailing. We come to you 7 days a week. It's like the same companies. So all right, pretty good. Also, I see some. San Diego's a pretty big city, but I see Reddit is ranking, which is interesting. But that's besides the point. So yeah, when it comes to your headlines, you guys just want to make sure you stand out. You show who you are. You show accreditation. You show what you've done. You add some sort of value, some sort of offer, maybe a free waxing or something like that to really grab somebody's attention. Really, you just want them to get them to click on your ad versus your competitor. So whether that's through an offer, or anything like that. And if you need help brainstorming on headlines, got your big old buddy ChatGPT here to definitely help you out. And ChatGPT definitely makes some great headlines. So you want to go ahead and use that. Also, you want to make sure you fill out 15 out of 15 so Google can really just test and see which one works and just overall make sure those are great. Your description, to show what your description is, it's basically this: enhance and protect your car with ceramic coatings, long-lasting shine, superior defense, shield your car from scratches, UV damage, and dirt with our advanced ceramic coatings. I like what they're doing. Top to bottom detailing, and you can see they're at the top of the page. They're also covering a wide range of real estate here. They're killing it. I know for a fact they are killing it. But yeah, you just, same thing with description. You want to stand out. You want to show some value in your description. ChatGPT is great for letting you know how to do that. You also add an offer in your description. Make sure you fill out 4 out of 4 descriptions so Google can have a lot to really test and see which one works the best for you. And yeah, that's really it for headlines and description. Images, to show you what images are, basically this right here. As you can see, this guy has an image. You can show yourself, that's cool. I'd rather show like a car, or like you washing a car, something showing, the service being done. Maybe an before and after would be great if you could do that, a before and after image. You just want to add images to your page. Just gives your ad a little bit more oomph, a little bit more juice, a little bit more power. When it comes to getting customers there, and it helps your ad stand out. Like these photos, I mean, they really do stand out, and not everybody does them either. You should definitely do them. Okay. Also, before I do continue on, when it comes to your headlines and your description, you want to make sure that you're adding like your keywords in these headlines. The reason being is because you'll see up here, this is called the ad strength. And you want to try to get this thing as close to 100 as possible. One that just looks good to Google. It's not really too detrimental for customers, but it looks good to Google, which Google will rank you higher because your ad strength is really good. And you can see here what they're looking for. Add headlines, include popular keywords. They're talking about including popular keywords into your headlines. Make your headlines unique, which means make your headlines different, make them stand out, and then make your descriptions unique. If you could do all of those, your ad strength, you'll see it going up. You want to try to get it as close to 100% as possible. If you get it to 90, that's still pretty good. You know, if you can't get it to 100, don't stress out too much about it. You at least just want it to be mostly full. Okay. Add your business name here, business logo. Make sure you do that too. Your site links, you want to make sure you fill all of this up. What site links are going to do, it's going to add more real estate to your ad, which means it's going to add more space to your ad. Your ad's going to take up more space on the page. And you want that because you want people to have to scroll to get out of your ad's way. Reason being, because if they're looking for a car detailer and you're in their face and they don't see anybody else, they don't see any map packs, they don't see any other ads, well, more than likely they're going to click on your ad, especially if your copy's great, if your offer's great, descriptions are great, everything makes sense, your photos are great, your landing page is awesome. They're going to click on your ad, they're going to go to you first, they're going to give you that call, you're going to get that customer. Okay, so you want to make sure you fill up all your site links. Now, to explain what site links are, they're links to your site. Crazy, right? But they're just links to your site. So what you want to do, you can add a contact us here, you can add a before and after photos, you can add a reviews, you can add really anything. It can all lead to the same landing page, or it can lead to separate pages, however you want to do it. Our gallery, I'll see a lot of people doing something like that. And you just want to make sure that it leads to that. To kind of show it, I'm just going to click on this one just to show you guys what I mean here. So these are site links. As you see, 20% off here. The landing page is pretty decent. And then boom, calls for a free quote. Awesome. It's a great landing page. Pretty basic. You don't need that much, guys. You don't need that much when it comes to landing pages. I would probably add a little bit more trust badges, a little bit more reviews and stuff like that. But overall, this looks really good. Let's go back. But these are basically what site links are. It takes you to separate pages on your same landing page. And that's what you want to do. You want to make sure you add all those. And then here you'll see more asset types. If you have a promotion, if you have an offer, you can add that here. Prices, I wouldn't really add your prices. I would let people call to find that out. Message, don't really need that. Structured snippet, you could do this. Honestly, anything to add more strength to your ad, I would do. So structured snippet, what it does, gives you more space to highlight the nature and range of your products and services. You can even specify the dates, days of weeks, or times of day with this info. I would definitely do that as well. Lead forms, you can add a lead form if you want, or you can leave that blank. Again, they have a lead form on your landing page preferably, so you can do that as well. Your callouts. Now, callouts, what they are is basically call to actions. It shows additional text about popular or unique aspects of your business in your ad. You can use them to highlight promotional offers. Jeez, guys, man, it's been a long day. Highlight promotional offers such as free delivery or 24/7 customer support. So just other key things that about your business that's really cool. Maybe open 7 days a week. You know, excellent customer service, 5 out of 5 rating, things like that to really just, you know, give your company more value. Just really add more power to your ad. I know I love using that word power, but it's the best way I can describe it right now. Okay, apps, no, you probably don't need apps, okay? And then you just press done. And now you're gonna need to do that 3 more times. You wanna just try it 3 more times per ad group. I know it's a lot of work, but guys, it's worth it. Do that 3 more times per ad group, and then you'd make a separate ad group for a separate service and do the same thing over again until all of your services are filled out. Yes, I know it's a lot of work, but trust me, it'll be worth it. You want to go ahead and do that. Now, as you can see here, when you first start, Google's not going to let you create other ads, but once you have this ad submitted and it's running, you can go ahead and add more ads later down the road. but you definitely want to do that here. And just for now, you're just going to have to just keep that here for now, and then let that run. And then once the ad is running and you get back to the dashboard, you'll see in your campaign, in your ad group settings, that you can add another ad group. You can also add another ad. So, okay. And you go and click next. Okay. Now, daily budget for car detailing. A daily budget I recommend is probably $50 to $100. I say you want to at least get 5 to 10 clicks a day to really get some good data and really understand which clicks are turning into customers. So $50 to $100 a day, that's about $1,500 to $3,000 a month in ad spend. And that's usually what I recommend, especially with Google Ads. Now, I will say this. Google Ads are usually on the more expensive side, especially when it comes to paid marketing. It's just because the intent of the click, the intent of the buyers is so much higher than things like Facebook ads or TikTok ads or YouTube ads. It's just because they're actually searching for your service. So Google understands this, so they're just more expensive to pay for it. But it's still worth it. I mean, you'll still be spending about the same when it comes to Facebook ads, $1,500, $3,000 a month. You know, and it's the same concept. The more you spend, the more you get. So that's usually what I recommend for that. At least $50 to $100 a day, depending on the cost per click, depending on how much you're spending per click. And at least get 5 to 10 clicks a day to really understand what's working and really understand how to develop your ad and scale it. Okay. All right. And then once you're done, it'll check for errors and review your ad. And then once it's done, you just go ahead and click publish. And that's basically it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was really helpful. I hope it showed you guys how to really create a good Google ad campaign for car detailing. If you guys have any questions, leave a comment below. Also, if you're looking for a company who specializes in Google Ads, go ahead and look at my bio down below. Click on that link, schedule a free 20-minute call, and then we'll see if we are a good fit for you, if we'll actually do some good business for you and get you some good, high-quality customers here. Other than that, that's it for today. I will see you guys next time on the next video, and you guys enjoy your night.